I'm Steven. These are some random things I appreciate about being in Vegas. In 2020, you might be thinking, should I move here? Should I move there? What's going on? Obvious elephant in the room. There's a thing called CV out there, but that's not this video. We're going to be doing a video where we drive down the strip, and I already filmed it, and I'm editing it, but I don't want to go a day without a video. So here's a random things that I really appreciate being a Vegas local in 2020. If you're thinking of moving here, this might help you make an informed decision. We all have decisions to make. Whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do. Number one, oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe to the video if I earn it during this time of producing this video content for you. If you guys don't know, this video is brought to you by the letter P for Patreon. If you want to be in the video's credits, support $1, $5, $10, and help the small creators. You'll be in the credits of the video. I have a favorite number in mind. It's 5 or 10, but that's okay. Whatever you can do, you're going to be in the video. Credits at the end. Number one, I appreciate random local deals from the casinos. Now, you know, the Strip doesn't do a lot of local deals anymore. They don't care about us. We'll see if that changes in the future. Hey, Strip properties, there's 2 million of us. You might want to take better care of us, huh? You think about it? And I like the local small casinos. You have Boyd Gaming, you have Station Casinos, you have all these little companies like the Silverton. They'll take good care of you. You even have the South Point, although it's not technically a locals casino, it's a Strip casino. They take good care of the locals too. Sign up for a local Players Club card and get your local on, because they'll send you special deals, special offers, that kind of stuff. And just presenting that you're a local at these casinos gets you on a list. You get the mailers, you open up your mailer. Oh, look at that, buy one get one free buffet. Oh, look at that, this is a cool deal. Oh, look at that, match play on slots. Oh, look at that, movie deals. Some good stuff to be in a Vegas local when it comes to the casinos. That's one thing that I like about it. Number two, you can get food any time of the day, lots of choices. Unfortunately, in the last few years, a lot of these things became fast food options, but there still are 24-hour taco shops. There's still a lot of different options scattered throughout the city. And that leads us to our next thing that's kind of cool about being a Vegas local. The city is laid out in a grid, and I've said this in the videos before. We have a grid system. See, the fun thing about Vegas is it wasn't really incorporated as a city or a township until 1905, and then it grew so quickly, but the people and the powers that were in charge of the city back in the day were smart. They built it on a grid. The whole city's a grid. You can basically drive from one side of town to another without ever having to hit an interstate if you're willing to stop at the traffic lights. Which leads me to my next thing about the west side of town that I like about being a local. Traffic circles. Traffic circles are huge in Europe. Have you ever driven through a traffic circle? Leave us a comment below. Do you like them? Do you even know what I'm talking about? Traffic circles are where instead of there being a traffic light, everybody has to turn off to the right. So if I'm going up and I want to turn off to the right and then go that way, I do. If I want to go turn off to the right and then go that way, I do. Turn off to the right, go that way, I do. And it keeps the traffic flowing. Really popular in Europe, not so popular in North America. Really, there's some areas that have them in Vegas and you don't have to stop for the traffic lights. The only problem is some people don't know how to use traffic circles. They lose their brains when they drive. You know who I'm talking about. I hope that's not you. Next thing I like about being a local in Las Vegas is, well, I like the weather in Las Vegas. You know, we had a lot of rain, and it rained a lot. I'll show that in my video where I drive down to the Strip and we look at CV and see how it impacted the tourism so far. That video is coming up later today, so make sure you subscribe. But I do appreciate that the weather is very nice. We had actually so much rain. We had 1/3 of our entire yearly rainfall in just 2 or 3 days here, but that's not usually par for the course. It's a little bit breezy today, but guess what? It's going to be 65 degrees. My hometown back in Calgary, Alberta, Canada was like 30 below in the Celsius range, and I don't know how cold that is in the Fahrenheit range, but I do know that when 44 below comes, both of the thermometers match up, and that's too cold. So we do have nice weather here. Yes, it's hot in the summertime, but you know what? It's not humid in the summertime. We're not dealing with massive mosquitoes and all these things that you deal with in the southeast of this country or in parts of Texas. So I do appreciate the weather. It is a godsend. It is great. Although seasonal allergies are a bit of a bitch. I have them when I wake up every single morning. I gotta pop some Sudafeds. I got me some of the sweet Suda. Can't buy this from the pharmacy unless you give them your ID, and then you're limited because they think you're going to make bad stuff out of it. The other thing I do like about living in Vegas is the cost of living. Costs of living are low, generally low, until the craziness that we're going through now. Get a gallon of milk for $2.50, $2.99. So if you're ever considering moving here, here's a quick hot tip, hot news. Go online and look at walmart.com or look at Kroger Corporation and see what they have there. Here at Smith's or Albertsons, you know. And then you go and look and see what their groceries are worth. If you want to know the real cost of living on things like consumables, look and see what a dozen eggs costs, a gallon of milk, and a loaf of the bread you like to eat. Because those are the things that you're going to use over and over again. And also look, you know, what is a pound of beef if you eat a pound of ground beef or chicken breast or pork or whatever you like to eat. Because those things matter the most. And you can find those, thankfully, online nowadays, because all these grocery stores are offering home delivery options. So they want you to, or pick it up at the store options. So, I mean, they're going to tell you the price. Whereas in the past, it would say check store in the price. Put in the zip code that you want. Go find a zip code for Vegas where you're thinking of being. It's all the same price in Vegas. So any zip code in Vegas. Here's a zip code in Vegas, 89101. There, use that one. And then go find a Walmart store, see what the prices are. Gives you an idea. Do that for any city you're thinking of moving to, because it gives you an idea of what things are really worth. So there's a little hot tip for you. Things are still generally low. You can still go out to a decent restaurant that's not on the main tourist drag for, you know, $40 a person. I mean, nice restaurant. You can still go out to a fast food meal for $8 a person. You can still get the coupons and all these kinds of things. And, you know, Burger King, McDonald's, they have coupons in their apps, so the cost of living there is low too. And then you also have the fact that gas is still about $2.60 a gallon at this point. That's a good thing. You still have the fact that, you know, services are generally affordable here. You can get an internet connection for $90 a month. I actually pay $80 or something ridiculously low with that for CenturyLink where I am, because the cable company wasn't even an option. I live in a weird part of town. But just go look at your costs and you'll see they're pretty darn low in Vegas. I lingered on that point for a while. Another good thing about being in this city is, you know, we do have sports entertainment. I'm repping the Golden Knights right now. We have the Raiders coming in. Yeah, this one's postponed. We'll see how that goes. And it's funny when I hear the hockey talking about, hey, we can't play games in the heat. Well, yes, you sure can, because they played Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years ago when it was 102 degrees outside, but that's not normal for every place. But hockey in the desert's cool. Football is going to be fun. We do have the Las Vegas Lights. They're a soccer team. They're trying to bring an MLS team in. Rumors of an NBA team, WNBA, minor league baseball, rumors of Major League Baseball. This city's growing up in terms of entertainment stuff. And then in terms of entertainment, you have big concerts coming into Vegas all the time. I mean, Garth Brooks is going to be opening up the Allegiant Stadium. That's the first concert. 65,000 people crammed in to see Garth Brooks rock for 2-3 hours straight. We have tons of festivals that come into town. Yeah, these things are a little less affordable than they used to be. Who knows, maybe after this we have a big reset in the prices of entertainment in Las Vegas. This is going to only be a beneficial thing with the CV that I can't mention on the camera because the YouTubes don't like it and they demonetize you and derank your videos, and I want this to get out to everybody. So you do have entertainment options in Las Vegas. That's another good thing. I'm trying to think of more random things that are good about Las Vegas. More random things is the traffic is not that bad. You know, we have this thing in Las Vegas. We think we're a big town. And yeah, we're big. I mean, there's 45 million people a year come here from all over parts of the world. I guess it makes it a little bigger seeming, but it's not really big. We don't have bad traffic. You can jump on the Interstate 15. Unless there's a giant, huge accident or something like that on that interstate, you're going to get from the south part of the interstate all the way to downtown or even further up towards the north part of town in 15 or 20 minutes. It's not like in California. I don't know if you've ever been to California or talked to a Californian. Those people are like geniuses. They operate on a different level. This is how it goes in California. Hey, how do I get to that place you want me to meet you at? Oh, well, Bill, what you're going to do is you're going to jump on the 5, take it over to the 91, jump off the 91 at the 202, and then you're going to loop back over on the 1, and then when you get to the 73, turn off on that exit, and I'm right there. We don't have that. Here it's more like, yeah, get on the 95, go north to Sahara, and then turn west on, you know, Las Vegas Boulevard. That's how you get to places in Vegas. And because we're on the grid system, pursuant to my last point, it's pretty easy to get around. Google Maps is a cinch. Just get your Google Maps on, and you know, don't rely on Google Maps for the Strip if you're coming here. That's a touristy tip. That's not really the purview of this video, but I think it's pretty easy to get around in this city. We do have a free market. That's another good thing. We're very open to entrepreneurs in Clark County. There is no state income tax in Nevada. So if you're coming in and you want to have a retirement, or you're coming in and you have a big investment, if you move yourself here, you're not going to pay any state income taxes. And this is 8% that you save over other states. If you're in New York State, you pay 8.5% or something like that. That's 8.5% of your income every single year you got to pay to the state on top of your federal taxes. Well, we don't have that here. So you just gave yourself an 8.5% raise, my friend. So that's a positive for coming here, possibly retiring here. And you know what? Another thing about Vegas is healthcare is trying to keep pace with everything. And I know this because in my current job, I have to call expensive businesses like surgeons, doctors' offices, dental offices. There's a lot of those things. The health system here has a really bad reputation. Certain segments of the health are probably bad. I don't know about that, but I do know that it's trying to keep pace. There is good doctor care out here. You just got to look on sites like Health Grades. You got to find the good doctors. And if you are insured and you have bad insurance that forces you into one doctor or another, it can be tough to navigate. I'm sure there are horror stories out there, but guess what? There are horror stories about a stay at the Bellagio as well as all the good ones. So you have to make sure that you're balancing your information. Wow, those are some random good things that I like about Las Vegas and being a local in 2020. I thought it would give us a positive video because people might be considering moving here still, and I thought that might help you out. If you want to be in the credits of this video like these folks in just a few seconds, you go over to Patreon where you can fund me, and I'm going to be doing the Vimeo thing on Patreon. So if you made it this far in the video, that's what this means. This means this. Vimeo allows you to talk about just about anything. As long as you're not talking about like hateful acts or inciting violence or doing really nefarious things, guess what? You're going to have a better experience on Vimeo than YouTube. And I can post those things up on Patreon, and there is such a thing as a pro option, and I'm going to be going that option very, very soon. So anybody $5 and up is going to get the Vimeo stuff, behind the scenes stuff, but I got to get to that point. So give me a reason, motivate me, go over to Patreon, be in the credits of this video. If you can't do that, just like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. I talked really, really fast this morning because I wanted to make the video. Energy begets energy. An object in motion tends to stay in motion, and I want to be in the motion, and I want to be in the sway and have the energy going for you. Thanks for watching, sharing, liking. Stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be doing some really cool stuff. CV updates, all sorts of videos like this, tourist videos. This city ain't dead yet. The rumors of its demise are highly overrated, and so we'll talk to you later in 3, 2, 1. Here's the credits. Click.